Alright guys, what's going on? I'm pretty excited today because we do have a very limited shoe in hand today. It's not very often that we get a shoe that was limited to possibly 3,000 pairs is the rumored amount. These dropped exclusively on GOAT, which is a very uncommon thing to happen as well. So overall, this shoe is really a bit of an anomaly. These right here are the Nike Air Max 1 Oregon Player Editions for 2024, and they are labeled Ducks of the Feather. For those of you guys who don't know the saying Ducks of the Feather flock together, it basically means that those who fly together stay together. It's like an ode to community, if you will. And that is definitely what the shoe represents. There is a website associated with these and a whole brand, Ducks of the Feather, or DOAF for Ducks of a Feather. And the brand is focused on empowering the athletes of the Oregon University to be the best that they can be. And basically all proceeds from the sales of any DOAF products go straight towards the University of Oregon and funds their team, as well as just empowers diversity overall. I'm going to put a screenshot in a little bit, not quite yet, but in a little bit, of the website and what it looks like. But first, let's jump into the box. So this box is actually a very interesting box. It's black, white, and green. I've never quite seen a box like this. Right on the bottom, it does say Oregon Ducks in a green, big Nike logo over top. These are the size tags. The only retailer that dropped this so far was GOAT. So these are directly from GOAT. You can see that barcode, which is really telling of a GOAT product. And this is the size tag right here. Check it out for legit checking purposes. On the side of the box, it does specify that these are limited. And real quick, the size tag itself does say UOP, which does mean University of Oregon Player Edition. If you guys don't know about the Oregon Nike collaborations and player editions, there's been countless amount of Oregon Nike shoes. There's been the Jordan 6s, the Jordan 8s, just a couple of other ones that some of them have actually released to the public as well, taking out that air of exclusivity, but they didn't release the PEs. So it makes sense why these are limited, and these have great potential to go up a lot in the future. So inside the box, opening up, you got this like barcode on top with a duck in the middle of it. If you scan this barcode, it takes you to the DOAF Ducks of a Feather website. I'm going to put a screenshot on this side right now of what that looks like. And the box overall is very sturdy. Like, it's really not flexible at all. It's a great box. I love it. Jumping into the shoe itself without wasting too much time, we got a lot going on in this shoe. It's a very beautiful shoe as well. When I first saw pictures of my trainers sending me the different details, I was not all too impressed, but as I look further into them, they are definitely pretty cool. So we got a bunch of different panels going on. We got this dark brown in the back here done in like this suede. You got this beige along the midsole panel that is done in a slightly hairier suede, whereas this brown is done more in like a spotted suede. There are black spots on this. The whole shoe is supposed to represent a duck. So I guess this would be like the feathers, and then this whiter part, maybe the underbelly. The swoosh is done in like a dark, I don't even know what to call it, maybe a turquoise? Yeah, I would say it's a turquoise. And then my favorite panel personally is this right here, which is the most duck looking panel of all in my opinion, which is this like medium to dark green which is done in like a leather, and it's done in like a shiny leather. Pretty cool overall. Then we also got by the lacelets, yellow lacelets and a white underlay, which also has some black spots on it. That's really cool as well. On the front right here, we got this kind of vinyl feeling brown. I don't even know what material I would call this, but it's like a soft vinyl. It doesn't sound like vinyl, but it looks like it from a distance. It almost looks like a CD right here. The laces that come pre-laced are a sail lace, and then right here on the tongue you got DOAF, Ducks of a Feather, with the trademark as well. And it does come with one pair of extra laces, which is this dark turquoise colorway. On the insole you got DOAF in a sky blue, as well as the liner being a very similar shade to this lace color, maybe a bit darker than the panel on the side right here. It's more of a dark blue, I would say, and it's very similar to the swoosh as well. So overall, very interesting shoe. You got a clear air bubble right where my index finger is, and then on the back right here you got once a duck on this side and always a duck on the other side. I'll get a better shot of that in just a minute, if we can get the laces back into the shoe. There we go. The air bubble is done in a red, so there's red inside of the air bubble. The bottom, this is the one thing I don't like about this shoe. It doesn't have a clear bottom. It is a slightly yellow, but it will get dirty really quick, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like when they do these kind of bottoms. Even though they look good fresh, they won't last well. You do have a bit of darker brown, or a light brown I would say, on the back and the front. And then one more thing, the turquoise little mini swoosh, which is always a fan favorite. For some reason that detail is always well liked by the fans. So yeah, that is the shoe overall. I'll be into the other shoe. We got a few minor differences, including the fact that there is a little hang tag that does say DOAF and the O logo for Oregon as well. Very clean hang tag, very soft suede material as well, and it does come off via keychain. On the swoosh, we got on the tongue rather, we got a swoosh on this one instead of the DOAF logo, but we do have the same DOAF insole, so interesting choice there. Let's see if I can get a better view of the back for you guys right here. Right here, there you go. Once a duck, always a duck. From left to right. That's a pretty cool message. I also don't know if I mentioned that there is this like white part right underneath the suede, which almost feels like a feather material, but it is probably just a leather. And it's also got black dots on it as well. And this whole middle panel is done in a beige. It's done in like netted beige looking material, which kind of feels like a baseball glove. Very, very soft on that part of the material. So that's really cool as well. As far as sizing goes, I would say stick true to size on these. True to size should be completely fine. In terms of quality of materials as well as craftsmanship, I'm very impressed. The suedes are beyond buttery. The leathers are good. This netted part on the front is very soft as well. Super impressive quality shoe. Also because it's a limited shoe, it makes sense that it would have good quality, and it's just overall a good looking shoe. Like, I really would not wear these probably, but they are a nice looking shoe, almost like an art piece. Pricing wise, they are going for around $500. That's not the bid, it's the ask, but pairs have sold for those kind of prices. So make sure you watch out for these, because they will definitely go up over time. I can almost guarantee you that. So, without further ado, I'm probably going to end it off here. I was pretty excited to do a video on this particular shoe because I really only saw one good video, which was by Certified Alden. who I really haven't heard of before, but very, very low amount of content on these on the internet because there was only 3,000 pairs, so shout out to my trainer as always. I do have one other Air Max. These were part of Air Max Day. I don't know if I noticed, mentioned that, which was on March 26th, as it always is. And yeah, definitely the best Air Max to come out of Air Max Day. He was able to grab them. Shouts to him. Thanks for watching. Take care. More to come, and I'll see you all later. Peace.